Well, I hate to report to you all that it's still not very sunny here in Okayama, but whatever the case is, we hope you're here to enjoy the final round of the Formula Hololive Japan series for the 2023 season anyways. So anyways, after a riveting season finale we've had in Okayama, we're here in Okayama circuit again to decide Formula Hololive's title for both series. So anyways, let's take a look into the circuit map. 3.7 kilometers as what Hololive GT3 had done, 11 corners, nothing too different. But here's the difference. This time we'll be racing 83 laps over 305 kilometers. We're looking at a target lap time of 113.238. But don't be surprised if we're going to be seeing a 112 given the cooler conditions we have at the moment. We're also going to be talking about how this will be a postseason round. Like a postseason round, the fourth round of postseason, round 8 of the full season. Of course, it's the final track of the current racing season here in Japan. Obviously, we've raced all the way from Fuji, we've raced to Sepang, we've raced Suzuka, Sugo, Altopolis and all that stuff. And everywhere we go, we've seen some amazing racing action. Now, here's the difference between Hololive GT3 and Formula Hololive. Well, in the Hololive GT3 series, we have like at the minimum 3 title contenders and 4 max. We're gonna have 13 minimum in the overall championship, and we have 14 still in contention in the postseason championship. So for a lot of these drivers, anything still goes when it comes to actually thinking about whether or not they can win this championship. We talked about this points format left, right, and center already, so you can take your time to pause the stream just to check what the point format looks like. Here's the one on your screen. We're not gonna be doing it. We're not gonna be talking about this too much, but we're gonna be using this point format for these 4 rounds in the postseason. So let's start overall standings. Shazareza leads the standings after Sugo. Obviously, the lead's been cut by quite some margin after he finished 27th. And then we have Colin Gibbons, Hofumi, Sean Pauly, Vladisław Domashnev are also in the mix as well. Ishazan Reza messes up his race here at the moment, and given how he hasn't been performing very well, Okayama, as of yesterday, the championship is still wide open for these for the drivers from 2nd to 13th on back to try to challenge Shazan Reza for the Formula Hololive Japan title. Shazan Reza, of course, having 3 wins in Formula Hololive Japan. He's been the driver to beat. Let's see if everyone else can live up to his billing. And in regards to the postseason standings, we have Vladisław Domashnev leading Hofumi and Shazan Reza by quite the slimmer margins. Now it's going to be a bit more difficult for Domashnev to hang on to the championship lead because he needs a very good run. He needs a top 5 finish, or specifically, he needs 3rd to win the postseason championship for Formula Hololive. And just want to remind everyone that we also have the trophies made for Formula Hololive, courtesy of Hanaori Miyuki. Cheers, Miyuki, for the trophy design. The trophies for the overall and postseason champions are right here. Obviously, it's I have to edit some of this to really give it a bit of flair and all that stuff. Because we also have these designs to be of contrasting colors, so hopefully everyone's also into that as well. So anyways, here are the trophies that will be given to the overall and postseason champions. May the best driver win after a full season's worth of battles and racing. So anyways, I am Mama Shazan Reza in the commentary booth, and actually I'm just the only one in the commentary booth. Reba unfortunately isn't available with us. So we're just gonna get this qualifying session finally underway here. Obviously we still have the toasty safety car that just keeps on being toasty. And if you hear that noise here, we are looking at the first cars out on track, and that first car out on track is Mohamed Cashew in that number 66 USRML ride. Hopefully everyone is able to tune in here because I have no damn idea if okay, all good on the chin. So anyways, Mohamed Cashew, the first guy out on track. Adachi as well, currently in a precarious position. You can see here, looking at the rear wing isn't as angled as much, so he's going for a low downforce setup. If you can see here, in these cars you can really tune your front and rear wing to make them have either high downforce or lower drag. So either you want this car to be a cornering beast, or you want the car to be a straight line beast. So, and you can have a balanced setup if you want, that's all fine. And then you can also adjust the driving styles. You can adjust the car based on your driving style. You want an understeering car, you can adjust the wings and all that stuff, single or oversteer. So anyways, looking into the current predicaments here, we have Jeff Rohan out on track representing Okayama. Toa herself have ran on bright uniforms as recently as last Friday when she participated alongside Polka in Polka's 3rd anniversary live, which was apparently delayed by 2 months. So anyways, let's go on board Jeff Rohan for a lap here in Okayama. You need to get a good exit off that final corner because you have about like 600-700 meters of the main straight for you to contend with. No traffic to report, thank goodness. Coming into turn 1 and coming into the Williams corner, you can really hang around in the 4th gear, like unlike what you've seen in the Hololive GT3. Coming into the Moss S, flat out 50 meters in before we go into Atwell corner. Good exit of Atwell corner. There is actually a DRS though, but there's no DRS in the Formula Hololive Japan cars. And then into the hairpin, 100-meter braking zone into the hairpin. Hamburg corner, just so you can carry a bit more speed. And then Revolver and Piper hanging around in 3rd gear. You might want to dash into 3rd gear at Piper as well, medium speed corner. And then coming into Redmond and Hobbs. 2nd gear in the left-hander Redmond, and then the right-hander Hobbs, 2nd gear as well. Into 3rd time, that's Mike Knight corner. You can carry a bit more speed here. Try to have trust in your car. 4th gear, go Redmond into the final corner. Good exit over that final corner. You can have a good lap time on the straight. Fourth gear at that time as well for Rohan, if I'm not mistaken. So Rohan sets a 1:15.025. Far off from our target lap time, so that's something to take note. So anyways, we have Dan Evans being the surprise guy currently in first place. He has had a surprise showing here in Okayama. Obviously, he survived a lot of the incidents yesterday to finish 11th, his best ever finish in the Aero Series up to this point. But number 4, Johan Sinful provides everyone with a 1:13.648. It's a provisional pole for him. And then looking at Takaboshi though, she is also put her Shiranui Flame number 20 up in 3rd place. Good stuff from her. Just want to look into one of our favorite contenders here. Cal Gibbons currently down in 19th. He's still being stuck in traffic, but if yesterday is an indicator of anything, these traffic isn't really something that he needs to take note, because he can just have an undercut and basically out-strategize the field as what he has done yesterday. Of course, that also awarded him the 2023 Hololive GT3 Japan Series overall championship, in addition to the Split A and overall split championships. Kyle Gibbons has been unstoppable in Hololive GT3, but in Formula Hololive he is having an extra hurdle on trying to adapt to single-seaters, open wheel cars, compared to the GT cars that he has raced in Hololive GT3. Meanwhile, looking into the rest of the field, Shazan Reza is currently in a good position. He's qualified 13th. A few more positions and he'll be in guaranteed championship winning form, as you can see here, as we mentioned earlier. And at Sky, what a surprise from one of the... Oh, there's a car off. That's Lorenzo Ricci. Looks like Lorenzo Ricci is not going to be setting a lap this time, as he's made contact with someone and beached the car in the gravel. He'll look to start 35th at this rate. Crystal Salaman continuing on the high that he has earned yesterday. He's currently placed at ASCII number 12 in 4th place after he's finished 3rd in the Hololive GT3 season finale for the ASCII in the Honda NSX. And it's crazy. Speaking of which, we have another jump up in the standings here. We have Shaki Reza currently in 4th place. Really is currently in provisional pole. Raja Kaczynski is in 14th, but not before Cal Gibbons gets himself into 9th. More work to do for a lot of these drivers, but especially for Shaki Reza. He needs 9th place for him to have a guarantee to win the Formula Hololive Japan 2023 overall championship. And then looking into Kaczynski? Not really. Fumi's not even inside the top 26, I don't think. He's currently well down. There's Mazzy, there's Cashew, Miyuki's down in 28th, Sean Pauly's in 29th, Goliath 30th, Fumi's in 31st. 3.8 seconds off of the pole time, so that's a massive cause for concern for the driver second in the Formula Hololive Japan standings. If Fumi gets back out on track, let's hope he can set a very fast lap time. Remember, he is just about over 200 points behind Shadrid Reza, so he just really needs a win, and I hope that Shadrid Reza finishes quite below. Rem Olgor in 12th place. Obviously, he wants to rectify the mistakes he had done in the Hololive GT3 race, where he hopped onto the curves way too aggressively on that Lexus when it should not have been. And that basically made him finish last after he crashed out pretty early on in the race. Takahashi improves her lap time to put her number 20 Shiranui Flare FHolo car in 7th place. And looking into the surprising faces here, Ryu currently in provisional pole, Ed Sky currently in 4th, Shaki Reza is in 2nd. After Tokachi, everything just went wrong for Shaki. He just couldn't land those consistent finishes. And then we also have the likes of Ed Sky also surprising a lot of guys. He's currently qualified 4th. Senfo, who is one of the outside title contenders here in Okayama, is qualified 5th. Dan Evans currently bottom of the overall standings, currently in 6th. A lot of surprises here in Okayama with almost 10 minutes passed in this qualifying session. Just want to take a look into the rest of the field here. Shadrin Reza is still stuck in traffic. He really needs to pit again to at least, find himself a clean air, get himself in a good position. But right now, Shadrin Reza isn't thinking of pitting right now. He's really losing a lot of time at this rate, and he really needs to be careful. Not a good exit off that final corner. That's not going to do him any favors for this lap as well. The Mansham is only 17th there, only a few hundredths of a second faster than Shazrin. Jeff Rohan is also somewhat surprising. He's currently qualified 16th. Salman continues to impress. He improves. He now gets into the top 5. Sinful down to 6. And speaking of which, we have another change in the standings. Fumi, who was down in 31st, has now put the Tokyo Sora car up in 2nd place. Now, depending on the differences in points there, on which I think it might be enough for Fumi to, steal the championship away if it continues to be this way. Well, I have to wait and see. Shadrin Reza, of course, still stuck in traffic. Not what he really needs here, given that he needs to qualify as high up as he needs to. Shadrin Reza might think of actually going to the pits, and he does. He's gonna try again, and hopefully he gets some clean air to really challenge everyone. But here it is, Fumi. I just wanted to put up my calculator at the moment, because right now Fumi's currently in 2nd, and Shadrin Reza, of course, leads the standings. The difference between the two has got to be around 238 points. Now, for Fumi to overturn this deficit, he's going to need to finish very high. And, of course, he needs to hope that Shadrin finishes quite low. Now, looking into the point standings here, where Fumi stands currently in 2nd, and where Shadrin currently stands in 20th, it's going to be enough for Fumi to, steal the Formula Hololive Japan standings, but that is if, let's say, he is around, so Callum Gibbons is currently in 4th, right? So let's see if Fumi is, 50 points ahead of Callum Gibbons, which I think is the case, Fumi will still win the championship by a very thin margin, like a wafer thin margin here at this rate. Shadrin Reza now gets out on track here, and unfortunately he still has traffic to contend with. That's Hanari Miyuki. No, that's Danilo Goyena ahead. Well, fortunately Goyena is the 12th place car, but will Goyena pit? If Goyena pits, Shadrin Reza might have some good times to really think of. Oh no, Goyena's not pitting. Shadrin Reza is still stuck in traffic. This is not what Shadrin Reza wants, given that he really wants to set a very fast lap time. Goyena's also on a out lap, so both these drivers are on a hot lap between each other. So it's going to be a case of who's going to be improving on who. It's another championship to lose for Shadrin Reza at this rate, and it's going to be very concerning. Looking into the rest of the field, Mazzy 28, Kashi 29, Goliath 30th. And then we also have Lorenzo Ricci, who's not going to be setting a time. And also we have DuCM in 34, Sean Paul in 33rd, Fabio Mendes and Hanari Miyuki also in 32nd and 31st respectively. Shadrin Reza down in 21st place, still stuck behind the lap car, well, the traffic that is Danilo Goyena. It's not looking good for Shadrin. He really needs to try to find some way to pass Goyena, and obviously that is going to distract Shadrin any further. And Goyena comes into the pit. Shadowin Reza is now finally unleashed with clean air in front of him. Let's see if Shadowin Reza can bang in laps that is worthy of a quick lap. The Goyena's qualifying session comes to an end. Shadowin Reza does not improve for now. And now Shadowin Reza is going to be unleashed. Let's see what Shadowin Reza can do. $238 points separate Mohamed Shadowin Reza and Hofumi in the standings. A bit less if it's Shadowin Reza and Callum Gibbons coming into the first sector timing beam, and I believe he's already crossed it. Forgot to check on what his. Never mind, it's a 16.813. He is 8/10 behind on the first sector, so as it stands, he might be top 10, top 15 capable. So looking into Shadowin Reza's paces, he's currently barreling down one of the back straights here, and Tanner also surprises again, and many. And look at this one, 47.9, 1/10 of a second behind in the second sector, and Tanner also surprises everyone by placing his Nekomata Akaya number 5 in the top 2 positions. Coming to the final corner, Shadowin Reza needs a good lap here in Okayama to really try to stamp his authority into the championship battle. Shadowin Reza qualified 3rd, and suddenly Fumi and Gibbons have a hill to climb if they want to deny Shadowin Reza of a Formula Hall Japan title as well. Shadowin Reza obviously frustrated that he's lost the Hololive GT3 Japan Series title to strategy and traffic. And Shadowin Reza is still on a charge. He's now 4/100ths of a second up on Riliu's time. Shadowin Reza is not content for 3rd place. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna try to get it in pole position. He's gonna go aggressively at the hairpin. Look at how much he's attacking. Coming into the second sector timing beam, it's going to be Shadowin Reza. 4/100ths of a second still ahead of Riliu's provisional pole time. Shadowin Reza is on fire. He's on, well, he's not really on steroids, but he's on a sugar rush. Representing Himimori Luna, he's going to try to avenge the title that he lost in Hololive GT3 here in Okayama. Coming off of the final corner, Shadowin Reza is going to stamp his authority in pole. Yes, he does. 1:12.657. 3/100ths of a second. Shadowin Reza is set. Faster of a lap time than Riliu. He's gonna go for it. Shadowin Reza is your pole sitter at this rate. But looking at Altera, who has already finished his time in qualifying, he will qualify as high as 3rd. He's got pace in Formula Hall for sure, Altera. And Riliu has also shown to everyone that he's also got some pace when he needs to. No surprises here. At Sky still in 10th place. Looking at Evans qualifying 14th, and that will be the end of qualifying. So anyways, let's take a look into the qualifying session on what has been a crazy moment in Formula Hololive at the moment. Shadowin Reza, last one in Buram in Formula Hololive. Let's go on board the starting lineup here for the Okayama Finale Grand Prix. Shadowin Reza obviously sets amazing lap to put his number 31 car up on front with his Malaysian teammate Riliu in 2nd place for the Sakamata Chloe. And then we have Alderson Tanara for Okayu qualifying in 3rd with Fumi in 4th. His brother Shaka Reza is not far behind in 5th. I think this will be one of the first times in ARO history where brothers battle out inside the top 5 positions. And then we have Jeff Clark 6th representing Nakiri Ayame. Cal Gibbons starts 7th for Roboco. He's going to try to steal another title away from Shadowin if he can. And we have Hinochi Tayo in 8th place. Now there are rumors that she might not stay in the Shirakami Fubuki FHolo ride as she might concede it to Richira, who is more senior than her, and the fact that the Muna car is open. So Tayo, this might be her final race for Shirakami Fubuki. And then we have Daniel Barger 9 for Suisei alongside Ed Sky 10 for Kazama Iroha. Because the Salman, after his 3rd place finish in the Hololive GT3 race yesterday, he'll qualify 11 alongside Keiko Takabushi in 12 for Shiranui Flare. Johan Sinvol starts alongside Dan Evans, 13th and 14th for Matsuri and Louis respectively. Alex Glenn starts 15th with Zeke Wimberley 16th. Obviously, we find on the high and also given that in early December there will be live, so hopefully everyone will be able to tune in on that live as well. Michael Turner starts 18 for Shirogane Noel, and then we 19 for Sion with 20th. We can all go for Ozora Subaru. Jeff Rollins starts 21st for Tokoyami Towa alongside Vladislav Damashan, 22nd for Aki Rosenthal with 23rd. Raijin Kaczynski alongside Fabi Mendes, 24th for Hakui Coyote. 25th goes to Takeda Adachi alongside Kamine Reba in 26th. Aaron Massey 28th. Sean Goliath 29th. Muhammad Cashew starts 31st alongside Sean Pauling 32nd. 34. And Lorenzo Ricci, after he beached in the ground, he will start last place with no time set. And that will be it for the great here. Intermission to see what is going on. Final comments, please comment on this live stream. Japanese racing season and the Formula Hololive season underway. And now we see Muhammad Shahid Reza sitting in pole position alongside Ri Liu in second place. The start of the Okayama. Okay, the microphone's back on. Microphone's back on. Okay. I didn't know how long the microphone was off there, but please let us know how long the microphone was off. But okay, fortunately we're back. Just wanted to tell someone here that if there's a microphone issue. Oh, you can see here now this time we're looking at Guyana and Leo finally coming into the pits as well. Just wanted to remind you all what's going on here at the moment. There was a bit of a battle here. There's still the status quo. Shadow and Reza now actually losing a good amount of time there against Antara for some reason. Also Callum Gibbons, but Gibbons is also already still clear of Hanare Miyuki. Leo coming into the pits and exiting the pits as well as Guyana. They will exit. Guyana exits in 9th. Leo exits in 10th, and now Evans is gonna try to find a way past Fabio Mendes here. As you can see here, Leo is just ahead of both of them, and now okay. Evans trying to find a way past Leo, and now you can see here. Let's see if he can have a decent exit there. Leo, of course, having the fresher tires. Evans had pitted a few laps earlier, so Leo trying to defend his position, and he does it quite well. But that's not where we need to be here, because right now we're looking at Sinful against Clark. And right now Sinful is unlucky here at the moment. He's still not able to overtake just yet, at least. Okay, just wanted to check around this one. Mikhailov has just overtaken Wimberley for 12th place. Meanwhile, looking into the gaps between Gibbons and Shazad Reza, the gaps have still not closed down. Shadow's lost some pace against Antara, but that's mostly because he might be thinking of holding back, because he knows that Antara has got some serious amounts of lap traffic in front. There's Nakamura, Adachi, Grant, and Riba in front, and then there's also Domashnev, and then there's Shonga Lyle, and then Kaczynski, Ricci. Some crazy amount of racing action here in Okayama. We're seeing a massive gap here between Tayo and Clark, but that's gonna drop down because Tayo's not coming into the pits. Jeff Clark, who was inside this top 5 battle, Tayo is just outside the top 5. Let's see if Tayo's able to make an overcut move against Clark. Clark on Redmond, and then Clark on Hobbs. Sinful exits around the outside, but still too far back. Ooh, and Tayo manages to overtake both of them. Amazing stuff there for Tayo to really make use of the overcut strategy. Tayo's now up into 5th place. It's amazing stuff. And the only ones that are standing between her way and Callum Gibbons are basically 2-lap cars. So Tayo still might have a fighting chance to put herself into the top 3. And Fumi finally coming into the pits here, as well as Althusser and Tannerow. Shadowreza will finally inherit the race lead once again. And looking at the gaps between Shadowreza and Gibbons, have opened up to 10 seconds. So Shadowreza, all he needs to do is to clear the lap cars with enough conviction and cool. That's what he needs to do. Looking into the drivers who have yet to pick Turner, Mikhailov, Domashnev, and Riba. And as far as Domashnev, the postseason champion hopes are, I think it's gone down the drain at this rate, unfortunately. Oh, there's a rollover! Another rollover! There's another rollover! I think there's another rollover I saw! And I think that will be another retirement, I don't think. I think. Meanwhile, we're looking into the battle here between Grant and Adachi, battling side by side. Oh, really on the offense there. Grant, hops under the curbs a bit too much there. Too uncomfortable for one's liking here, I think. I don't know if there is another driver in the pits. Yes, actually there is another driver in the pits. That's Vlad Domashnev coming into the pits. Oh, very close, but not close enough there for contact. Meanwhile, we have Evans and Leo trying to trade blows. Evans now up into 10th place. Now we see Kizara Leo trying his luck on the offensive here, and now you can see Leo still on the attack. Ooh, you can see here a bit of a jostling for position between these two drivers out front. We were seeing even more moves on pit lane. Michael Turner, the incumbent winner of the last winner of Hololive GT3 Japan Series in 2023, comes into the pits. He's going to be far from competing for any wins here in Okayama. And Shadareza steers clear of Alex Grant with almost no fuss here. No problems in FHolo compared to, let's say, Hololive GT3. But Alex Grant's gonna put in a good amount of challenge here, but Shadareza is gonna be well up for it. Alex Grant has the unfavorable inside line into turn 1. And Alex Grant will be shuffled off. Shadareza gets close once again. Shadareza needs to clear these lap cars as soon as possible so that he can still have a chance to win this race, because Callum Gibbons is actually not far behind. Of course, Gibbons with a win in the Our Bright Parade Grand Prix at Fuji, the Split A race. He's doing very well here at the moment. And of course, using the opportunities to try to overtake Shadrin Reza here. A lot of jostling for positions here up front, especially against Adachi and the lap car Sean Goliath. Sean Goliath is also obviously providing us with a good amount of action here. Paulie, I believe, has pitted once again. You know, we're seeing Goliath with worn out tires there. Adachi steers clear of Goliath. Goliath still has a driver at the back that he needs to contend with. Of course, there is also Shadrin Reza, the lead driver. And then there's Callum Gibbons not far behind. He's going to be unleashing his pace. Gibbons now dropping down the pace, dropping down the hammer. The gap dropped down to 1.4 seconds between the two. These two drivers are quite inseparable when it comes to the racing endeavors in the ARO, just like I'm not sure about Ampon Tando, but okay, so Shadareza is going to try his luck to try to clear more lap cars. He's going to try again on Alex Grant. But for Shadareza, he just knows that he needs to at least finish inside the top 10, or rather finish 9, for him to have a guaranteed shot of winning the overall championship. And with Domashnev down in 18, even with his pit stop, he's going to be winning the postseason championship as well. Reza exits the final corner. He's going to go for it. Gibbons is going to try to make a move down the inside. Of course, Gibbons has the higher downforce setup. Shadareza has the lower downforce setup. He still hasn't cleared Alex Grant just yet. There's Mikalev, who have just pitted. She has, of course, one of those few drivers who have yet to pit. Shadareza is going to try to clear Alex Grant, but he's unable to clear it just yet. Sakaji Mikalev exited ahead of Miyuki, and there's Fumi from out of nowhere makes the move against Callum Gibbons for second place. No count on Fumi just yet. Fumi is gonna go for it. He's gonna have a fighting chance against Gibbons. Oh, Gibbons makes a move down the inside. Got the hairpin coming into Revolver and Piper. Oh, nearly making contact, these two. Hanging around the inside there, Fumi. Fumi has the better exit, but they're still side by side, I think. Yes, they are. Oh, and that will mean that Gibbons has the preferred inside line at Hobbs and Mike Knight. If Fumi can really hang it around and just stick around, maybe. But he has to concede. For now, Fumi has the pace he needs. He's got fresher tires than Gibbons and Shadowreza, as does Antanarao. These drivers are gonna be at a fighting chance to finish in the podium positions if either of these two drivers are not careful. Shadowreza has, I believe, cleared Alex Grant already, looking into, hopping onto the curves there, Nakamura. Shadowreza is gonna try to make use of it, but Nakamura's not gonna give him any much breathing room. Now you can see Alex Grant has re-overtaken Shadowreza. As we mentioned, frantic action left, right, and center. And now you can see here Mikolev also makes his move to unlap himself. Has there been contact? I don't think there's been a bit of contact here. Meanwhile, there's still side-by-side battle here between two drivers there, Shadowreza and Mikolev. Shadowreza just wants to clear these cars as fast as possible because he knows he's got Sharps behind him. He's got Gibbons and Fumi behind. Antanarao also not far behind in the mix. Antanarao steers clear of the lap car of Damashnev. And right now, I don't think there's much separating Antanarao and Fumi, so Antanarao is going to be able to steal away the gaps one by one. Shadowreza now trying to get close to Mikolev. Right now, he's getting close, and now we have another trading of blows between Goyena and Leo for position. Leo's now up into 9th place. Leo makes a good dive bomb down at the hairpin there to move himself into 9th place. Fumi now trying to get closer to Callum Gibbons once again. We're about to cross 3/4 of this race. And then we all have a quarter of this race away to conclude the Formula Hololive Japan season. Fumi down the inside with Gibbons in defense. Revolver and Piper. Fumi straddles around the curbs. Once again, Fumi hangs it around, but will it be enough? And now he's going to try to find a way to steer clear of Miyuki at this rate. And yes, he's made the pass on Callum Gibbons. 2-1 move for Fumi, and now his eyes are set on the current champion for both the overall and postseason championships. Shadowreza. Fumi has had his eyes set on the race leader, who has had record amounts of wins and Formula to this point. Gibbons is going to steer clear against Hanari Miyuki. He's going to go at it against Fumi. Fumi's not going to give up just yet. Tokinosoro is also one of the few members that, of course, have preferred bright uniforms over origin uniforms throughout these past few months. And of course, at least Fumi is able to compete for the championship in Formula Hololive. And as it stands still, Fumi is still not going to win the FHolo Japan title, with Shadowreza currently in 2nd place. Shadowreza might need to be down in 10th for Fumi to have a fighting chance for him to be crowned FHolo champions. So right now, Shadowreza, all he needs to do is just hang it around inside the top 5, and he's good. And now Shadowreza is going to do one better for himself. He's going to steer clear against the lap car of what should be Alex Grant. He's still behind Alex Grant all these times. But then look at Fumi down the inside. Almost ends in tears for both drivers. And now you can see Callum Gibbons steering clear of Hanari Miyuki. Lap 60 is about to begin. Shadowreza leads. This race has been etched long into our memories. There has been a very frantic race, a lot of retirements, a lot of racing action here, and of course, a lot of surprises. Looking at Shadowreza right now, trying to attack the lap cars that he has at the moment in front. We have Alex Grant side by side against Looks like Sean Goliath is about to go 2 laps down at this race. Shazin Reza is going to put Goliath also out of his misery as it stands. But look at Fumi making the dive bomb down the inside against Shazin Reza for the race lead. Oh, someone's gone off, but manages to continue. Fumi's going to try to make the move against the lap car of Mikolev by Shazin Reza. Is going to try to also think about Callum Gibbons as well. Looking at another driver who is going to probably go side by side. Alex Grant there. Both of their tires have leaned. And now it's going to be Hofumi's race to lose. Alex Grant is about to try to challenge Fumi and pushes Hofumi off. And a good exit there from Alex Grant is going to try to cause some headaches for Fumi. Grant is causing some headaches for Shazin Reza. Now Shazin Reza is going to try to think of a move against Grant, but the answers are going to be no. Fumi is going to try to steer clear. Oh, base contact with Sean Goliath, and now Alex Grant is going to overtake him back. Shazin Reza is going to have a fighting chance once again. Fumi against Grant. Fumi steers clear of Grant. Shazrin tries to find some space. And Tannerod trying to find an opportunity against Gibbons for him to finish 3rd place. Shazrin Reza knows he's got something to fight for. He's diving down for the race lead. He knows he can he could win 4 of the Formula Hololive races that he has entered. Half of the total races that he has entered in the 2023 Formula Hololive Japan season. Now you can see here Fumi's trying to again try to make a move against Grant, but Grant is really trying to pile on the pressure on Fumi, but Fumi is gonna try to squeak past Fumi. Shazin Reza. Again, the cycle continues. Now trying to make a move against Gola, but he needs to really take it easy on the curves, and Nakamura flips the curves and is now the next victim of circumstance. She's now out of this race. Again, this is why you need to be very careful on the curbs. And that's what she didn't do. And now Fumi steers clear of both Alex Grant and Chongolisle. He's going to have a lot of breathing space. The OG Hololive member being represented by Hofumi right now is going to make even more moves. He's going to try to clear Kaczynski and Kaczynski down in 25th actually right now. He's also going to try to steer clear of Takeda Adachi, who's currently in 14th place. So it's a battle of 3 laps here. One's on lap 62, one's on lap 61, and the other is on lap 60. Adachi steers clear of the lap car of Kaczynski. Meanwhile, Fumi trying to find a way past. But of course, is still a bit nervy right now, because right now Gibbons is behind him in 3rd. He's the guy that he lost the championship to, so he's got to have something to really fight for against him. Shazin Reza still behind Hofumi. Gibbons in 3rd place still. Still in 3rd place. They're trying to find a way past Shazin Reza. The race is now calmed down just a bit. We still have 20 laps to go here to decide the Formula Hololive Japan season. Ooh. Okay, just wanted to check on the current situations here at the moment. Fumi still leads this race, but the championship will still go to Shazin Reza, as he will have enough points to clinch both the overall and postseason titles. Remember, the Masham is down in 17, so the postseason championship is going to be Shazin's based on where he stands. And even if Fumi wins this race, it's not going to be enough for Fumi to secure the FHolo Japan overall title. Clark and Leo, meanwhile, go at it again, or rather Sinful and Leo. Number 8 and 7 trade blows between each other against the number Shion hates. Kizaru Leo brings the car up into 7th place. And now he's going to steer clear of the lap car, Sean Polly. Will it be a good answer? The answer is going to be yes. 26 cars left here in Okayama when what has got to be a very attritional race. 9 cars retired already. Coming into the exit of Atwood Curve, Leo now has a 23-second gap, or rather a 4-second gap for him to overcome to make a move on his fellow Gen 2 teammate Jeff Clark. And now Gibbons currently in 3rd place, running to pile on the pressure on Shadowreza. Shadowreza now has Kaczynski down in 24th. Kaczynski, of course, 2 laps down of the race leader, Ho Fumi. Fumi has now really stretched his legs here, trying to steer clear of Goliath once again. Or rather, Jeff Rohan in 23rd. It's battle of 3 laps here in Okayama as it stands. Shadowreza, of course, trying to defend his 2nd place against Cal Gibbons. He'll need to minimize as much damage as he can with the next favorite to win the title in leading this race. He needs to finish 9th or higher for Shazin to defend his championship lead and win the title, at least for the overall championship. Shadowreza still on the charge, on the offensive. Will Shadowreza think of something radical? I don't think he's going to be thinking something radical. I think he's just content to be in 2nd place at this rate. He's already won 3 races in Formula Hololive. Why win another? And besides, he's in a position to win the championship, so and now Shadowreza trying to make a move against Kaczynski there, but he's not forcing it. Because Kaczynski still has Rohan in front. They also need to deal with. Alex Grant clears the Toa car out of the way. Meanwhile, Fumi really extending the gap down to 5 seconds there. The Tokinosora car is going to do all... The Tokinosora team is going to do all they need to basically win this race. But the championship is still not guaranteed. Shadowreza needs to retire from this race. And Gibbons needs to finish, I believe, 3rd or 4th or lower for Fumi to win the overall championship. Shadowreza will still win the postseason as it stands, but that is if he finishes a few positions ahead of the Mashnev. If Shadowreza stays in around the top 10 in both of them, he might have a chance to win both titles. Oh, 17 laps to go here in the Formula Hololive Japan season, and right now there's still nothing between them. Because we've seen a lot of retirement where drivers barrel rolled because they hit the curb way too hard, or they basically got spun out and got collected. Okay, well, there's a battle. I think there was a side-by-side battle between Inochi Taiyo and Alex Grant here. Both on, sorry, no, it's Inochi Taiyo and Hanari Miyuki. Miyuki's, of course, down in 16th place. Oh, and Taiyo nearly having her race end in disaster. Both of them recently had a spat on who gets to have Kobo. Yuki isn't able to, Yuki doesn't want to give up on the Kobo ride so easily. And Taiyo, of course. And meanwhile, Gibbons and Tanaro trading blows between each other here. Now you can see here Tanaro trying to attack Cal Gibbons for 3rd place. And Tanaro with fresher tires, with Gibbons' waning tires. And Tanaro is going to try to make a move. Around the outside goes Tanaro, becomes the inside line for Hobbs and Mike Knight. And Tanaro hangs it around the inside. Will he force Tanaro off? Forcing Tanaro into a compromising position. Yes, he does. So there's a thinks of a move against Raija Kaczynski. Tanaro has made his move, but it's not confirmed yet. Now he manages to push Gibbons off, and Tannerau's up to third. And Tannerau. Tannerau trying to find a way past Shazdan Reza because he knows he's got aging tires, and right now, look at the tire state that he has at the moment. Now he's going to steer clear of his fellow Gen 4 teammate, Jeff Rohan. Manages to clear very well, but not before Jeff Rohan thinks of something, but he's too far back. So Reza now has second place. Fumi now has Adachi to deal with. But of course, there's still a long way to go in this race. 16 laps to go at this rate. Oh, and Tannerau and Gibbons now battling out side by side once again. Tannerau's going to use the superior grip there against Gibbons there. Just want to check on the tire age. And Tannerau has about half the tire life used against Gibbons there, so Tannerau has an advantage. He's going to use that advantage to good use, and now Tannerau manages to defend. Very well goes Tannerau against. Goes to the field here now. You can see Gibbons about to be under pressure from more lap cars. You can see Gibbons under pressure from Hanari Miyuki, who wants to unlap herself. That's not going to do Gibbons any favors. He's already won Hololive GT3. He's going to lose Formula Hololive at this rate. So Reza just needs to remain calm. He knows he doesn't need to make any aggressive moves at the moment. He knows that. And if he can still stay where he is, he will be crowned the 2023 Formula Hololive Japan overall and postseason champion. $14 laps to go here in Okayama in the Okayama Finale Grand Prix, and it looks to be that they might have a very cool down conclusion to this race. But of course, nothing is guaranteed here as Wembley and Guyana trade blows that one time. Fumi is on the lookout for some of the battles here. Takeda Adachi and Fabio Mendes there. Especially Adachi, who had some airtime on that car, is going to try to put that Fabio Mendes' number 54 Koyori card out of misery. Now 2 laps down from the leader. Just looking into the gaps here right now, we are looking into Fabio Mendes, who is actually the first driver to now go 2 laps down after he's been overtaken by Hofumi. Tomasha and Miyuki now trading blows between each other. But meanwhile, we're also going to be taking a look at Tannerau and Gibbons there. At the moment, they're getting very close there between each other. Gibbons might actually think of a move. And Tannerau still trying to defend his position here, but Gibbons is actually alongside. And Tannerau with almost a good exit that he needs. Almost has Gibbons cleared. But Gibbons has an inside line that he needs to defend. And Tannerau, oh, a very good run on that. First corner means that Tannerau manages to defend his third place very well, but he still needs to clear lap cars in front. Turner and Guyana just straight blows once again. And now Michael Turner is in 11th place. Wembley now his next target. Callum Gibbons currently in 5th place, now overtaken by Hinoji Tayo. Where did Tayo come from? Oh wait, there was a lap car, they were stuck in lap traffic, and now Hinoji Tayo is going to use that lap traffic to his advantage. Hinoji Tayo on what could be her last time representing Shirakawa Fubuki before she has to concede the ride to Richie Rod, is now going to be going out on a high. But will she stay that way? Will she remain that way as she's trying to clear Raja Kaczynski as well? She does. gap between Hofumi and Shadowin Reza has now dropped down to 9.3 seconds. Maybe the hope that Shadowin Reza could win his 4th Formula Hololive race of the season is not lost after all. As Fumi still stuck behind loud traffic, Takeda Adachi is actually providing him with a lot of headache at the moment. Fumi, of course, ahead of Shadowin Reza by around 8.7 seconds. Meanwhile, Michael Turner's going to try to find his way into 10th place against Zeke Wimberly there. Wimberly tries to defend very well. Wimberly's just going to hope that Sean Pauli is going to cooperate with him. Michael Turner has the inside line, but he's too far back. And now you are going to be taking a look into Shadowin Reza's gaps to now drop down to 8.2 seconds. Of course, he still has some other lap cars he needs to contend with, especially the likes of, let's say, Fabio Mendes and Alex Rand. He needs to clear them as well. Fumi still has this race somewhat in the bag. Inoki Tayo has been re-overtaken by Callum Gibbons once again. Of course, making use of Jeff Rohan as a pick. 26 drivers remain in this race, with Anairi Nakamura being the most recent of the retirements here in Okayama. Once we start lap 74, it will be 10 laps to go here in Okayama. What has been a very solid race here in Formula Hololive Japan. We're going to see the season come to a close. Just want to give everyone a retrospective on how the season has been. It's been a season of ups and downs for many. On air before he had to leave the ARO for personal reasons, gave the Matsurisu something to smile about with his 4th place finish at Fuji in the Split B race. Shadowin Reza, of course, crashing out of the Fuji Split A race, the Outright Grand Prix. Before he will have a tear. In the next 4 races he would enter, he will win 3 of them, before he finally finds his stride in finishing races in the 6th and 7th race at Suzuka and Sugo respectively. We've seen unlikely competitors come across to be championship contenders. Sean Pauli for one, but of course he's down in 26, so he's not going to be winning the championship anytime soon. We've seen surprise winners Lorenzo Ricci and Fabio Mendes winning in Sepang. We've seen Shaka Reza winning 2 races in Formula Hololive at one time. We've also seen the likes of Crystal Salomon and Zeke Wimberly also providing us with a lot of surprises. Fumi on the charge against Shadowin Reza. He still is ahead by 8.5 seconds, but still the gap is something that we need to pay attention to. But meanwhile, we are now at 9 laps to go here in Okayama. Kizuara Leo, of course, currently in 7th place, trying to find a way past Jeff Clark in 6th. Battle in the mid-table is still yet to be decided, and as you can see here, Kizuara Leo, ever since he returned to Formula Hololive, he's been pretty okay. He's currently 18th in the postseason, and looking into other drivers who might be in to steal a lot of points right now, Fumi and Shadowin Reza, but of course Shadowin Reza is still pretty much ahead. But actually, just wanted to check around the current situations here. If Fumi actually wins this race, Shadowin Reza might actually not win the postseason championship after all, because it'll still go down to Hofumi. We just realized that. Apologies here. Just wanted to tell you all about the updated championship permutations here for the postseason. because Fumi is actually ahead of Shazin Reza. Shazin Reza needs to pass Fumi if Shazin Reza wants to win the postseason championship as well. Because right now, Fumi is still stuck behind Adachi, and at the same time, still stuck behind Lorenzo Ricci as well. Because Aurelia has now steered clear of Jeff Clark. He's now up into 6th place. If Fumi can win this race, he will be the postseason champion. But if Shazin Reza wins, Shazin Reza will win the double. Mikolev and Goyena trading blows between each other again, and as you can see, Goyena has been overtaken by Mikolev. In terms of the Peko Miko war, the Miko side wins for now. Also, there's Ducien, but he's down in 20th place. Just wanted to remind you all. And then we got Hofumi currently leading this race still, about to start lap 77. Lap 78 starts, it'll be 5 laps to go, so currently this is 6 laps to go. Meanwhile, we have Holly and I believe Mikolev trading blows, and now Holly's miserable race continues as he's about to be 3 laps down. Not what he would have wanted in the final race of the 2023 season for him. Hofumi currently in the lead. And Antaro actually manages to pull one against Gibbons as well. Just look at the gaps. No lap traffic interference. Just pure driving, and Antaro just pushing. He's gonna be on the cusp of getting his 2nd podium finish in Formula Hololive. And on the side where the Okayu car first got the podium finish, Antaro is gonna score another podium for Okayu. Fumi's now stuck behind a lot of these lap traffics here. They're now embroiled a good amount of battles here. Adachi against Ricci at one point. Now Adachi is going to try to push Fumi off. Fumi's losing a lot of time against Shazin Reza. 5 laps to go to decide the postseason championship. But for the overall championship, it looks to be set in stone. Shazin Reza leads this race, and Shazin Reza leads the postseason standings as of right now. He will be remaining in the lead come the end. Yuki and Matthew battling on side by side. He'll be in Yuki's favor. Fumi against Adachi, but Adachi has a battle on his own, and it's going to slow him down. Alex Grant in 15th place. The only one currently in the field right now. Well, I just need to restart myself here. And then you can see Fumi, nearly losing the car there. And nearly losing the postseason championship as well. Fumi still hanging around in the race lead. Now tries to clear Lorenzo Ricci, and he might just be able to do so. Shazin Reza is actually not far behind. The gap stop down to 4.4 seconds. Shazin Reza now trying to be in a position where he can win both championships. The fight is not over. We are still at 5 laps to go now. 5 laps to go to decide both the overall and postseason championships of Formula Hololive Japan for the year 2023. Hofumi obviously is out of overall championship contention, but he's still in it in the postseason. He knows that if he can still hang on to this race lead, he will win the postseason championship. Shazin Reza needs to pass Fumi so he can secure both titles. But of course, he has to be real. He has to think of the circumstances that permit him to win both championships, and will it permit? Meanwhile, Rohan has been overtaken by Raja Kaczynski for 23rd place. Hofumi still in the lead here, but the grabs are down to 2 more seconds. Zinful and Clark now trading blows between each other. Jeff Clark's going to try to fight back at the hairpin. And now you can see here, Sinful's gonna try to clear Sean Goliath. Goliath, of course, one of those drivers who have already dropped down a few laps down. They're now 2 laps down from the leader. Sean Paul is about to be 3 laps down from the leader as it stands. Meanwhile, you got Hofumi now trying to pass DuCM. Sadoreza is now caught up to the back of these lap cars. He needs to clear Lorenzo Ricci. He needs to clear Alex Grant. He needs to clear Adachi and DuCM for him to get to Hofumi. DuCM has the inside line. No problems for Fumi for now. We're about 3.5 laps from deciding the season. You can see here Guyana against Fumi. Will Guyana provide some challenge to Fumi? The answer might be a bit of a yes, but Fumi manages to be ahead. Just needs to clear Sean Pauli, put him 3 laps down, and stay ahead of the curve. And he will have the postseason championship nearly wrapped up. Clark and Leo trading blows between each other once again here, and there's nothing separating between the two. Jeff Clark's now in 7th place. Sorry, no. He used to be in 7th place. He's now dropped down to 8th. Leo's now up into 7th. So there's struggling to clear Lorenzo Ricci, but that might be a thing of a past time soon, but will it be too late? Fumi has only Sean Pauli to contend with. Mohamed Shazrin needs to clear the next car. That's Alex Grant. He's going to try to do it as soon as possible. A late dive. Doesn't need to risk it too much. He's still got 2nd place in the bag. But, well, 2nd place isn't really in the bag. Because look at this. Anderson Tanneral is going to try to stick his claim into 2nd place. Oh, and Ricci nearly collecting on Tanneral there. But they both manage to continue. Fumi manages to clear Sean Pauli. Pauli's now 3 laps down, and Fumi has nothing but clean air for him to seal the postseason title in Formula Hololive Japan. Fumi representing the OG member Tokinosora. Tokinosora herself has had some troubles. She's had some hardships during the beginning of her virtual YouTuber career. Turner trying to very blow side by side, but that's not going to be where we need to focus right now. Wimbley's now up inside the top 10. Back to Fumi. We've talked about how Sora has been struggling. How Sora has been struggling to break out of this virtual YouTuber scene. But with the help of the people around her, she has managed to flourish and build an organization that has the same idea as her to perform as idols on the biggest stages. That's what their calling is. That's what their callings are. And Fumi, obviously sharing that same sentiment, only this time it's going to be performing on the racetrack, is going to be leading the penultimate lap here in Okayama. Sadoreza still needs to try his best to hang around in 2nd place at least for him to still secure the overall title. Hofumi coming across the line to start the final lap of this race. 1 lap for him to secure at least the postseason glory. Hofumi starts the final lap in the race lead. For Shaolin Reza's story, it's a case of it happens for you and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's frustrating that you get the short end of the stick, and sometimes it's awesome that you get the longer end of the stick. And as for Shaolin Reza, he's had a very successful Formula Hololive season. 3 wins to his credit, 2 in the regular season, 2 in the split season, and the other win coming from the postseason. Just his win, the Holo 227 kilometer race, but that's only an invitation, so it doesn't really count towards the overall win total. Shaolin Reza has had some ups and downs. He has never won a championship for Himemori Luna. This might be the year Shaolin Reza wins the overall championship for Himemori Luna and the Lunas. He has been denied of that in Hololive GT3 yesterday. He has a chance to do it in Formula Hololive. And that's for Hofumi. Driving car number 1 in the number 1 car in the number 1 spot. And he should be number 1 at the end of the postseason standings. At the end of this race, it's going to be Hofumi winning the Okayama Finale 500. But no, the eyes are not going to be on Fumi for long because Shadowreza is about to cross the line. He has done enough, capping off an amazing season for him and more Luna, and the Luna is Mohamed Shadowreza is your overall champion for the 2023 Formula Hololive Japan season. Amazing it's gotta be for Shadowreza to finally secure a title and to basically have revenge on what happened yesterday. He lost Hololive GT3 in quite the cruel fashion. Last time out, he was in Hololive GT3 in 2022. He has had another heartbreaking Hololive GT3 in 2023, but at least in Formula Hololive, he can consider himself Formula Hololive champions, at least on the overall side. He's been the best all season, and that is gonna be it. Hofumi secures the win in what's gotta be one of the longest races we have ever covered here in the ARO series. Shadowreza, Hofumi wins the postseason championship and the Okayama Finale 5 Grand Prix, and then Shadowreza wins the Formula Hololive Japan overall championship for the 2023 season. Alta Santana secures third for Nakamata Okayu, and Cal Gibbons, after winning Hololive GT3, is going to settle for second in the overall standings. Okay, never mind. Third, sorry. Hinoshi Tayo in her last race for Shirakami Fubuki, she will finish 5th. Kizaru Liu did well to come back in 6th place. Johan Sinful 7th in car number 7. Jack Clark 18th for IMA. Dan Evans secures his best ever finish in the Aero series up to this point. If 11 wasn't enough, here it is. He finishes 9th. Wimbley finishes 10th for Okami Mio. Michael Turner. I just wanted to remind you all that we just had the news. Dick Wimbley is actually conceding this ride to a new driver. That new driver will be announced soon. This will be Zeke Wimbley's last race for Okami Mio. So, a job well done for Zeke Wimbley to score his last top 10 for Okami Mio before he bows out for greener pastures. Then that will be for Formula Hololive International, where it will be International Series ride. Maka Turner 11, Isakaji Mikalev 12, Danilo Goyana 13, Takeda Adachi 14, Grant 15, Damascus 16, Ribo 17, Miyuki 18, Adamazzi 19, and Ducier rounding up the top 20. Richie 21st alongside Fabio Mendes in 22nd, Raji Kazinski 23rd, Rohan 24th, Goliath 25th, Pauly 26th, Nakamura 27th, Olga 28th, 29th is Shadowreza, and Rila rounds out the top 30 spots. Obviously, we've had 9 retirements here, Nakamura being one of them, Olga, Shadowreza, Rila as well, and then we also have Cashew retiring, Salaman and Takaboshi crashing out on lap 15. And then we have Daniel Barger crashing out lap 8, and that Sky also having a rollover in lap 5. An amazing season of Formula Hololive comes to an end. Just wanted to check on the replay here, and unfortunately the replays are a bit too long for us to at least capture the start. Just wanted to make sure the replay is properly saved. I mean, I think at this point, yeah, I think we should be able to show you all what happened. So, but first of all, we need to take a look into Ed Sky. Oh, never mind that. Anyways, we've seen the incidents happen, but first of all, I think the other incident that we need to take a look into is actually the Crystal Salaman and Keiko Takaboshi. Let's see what happened to them in further detail. Here's what happens. Here's Salaman trying to make a move against Shadowreza, but hit the curve way too aggressively. And as a result, he also clips Keiko Takaboshi and collects the field. Ouch. Especially we need to take a look into Takaboshi. Oh, really clips Takaboshi, tries to catch the car. And loses the car once again, and that will be it for Takaboshi's race, unfortunately. We've also had some other retirements from this race here, especially from the some of the other drivers here. We're going to be taking a look into who is it going to be. We also have Muhammad Cashew also crashing. see what happened to Cashew. Here's what happened to Cashew. I think it's the case of him hitting the curves way too hard. Yes, he did, and he actually had a half spin, spun the car, and that's him retiring from this race. So that's not the only incident here, because we also seen Shakureza really uses rollovers, but we haven't really explained them all gore. I don't know what happened to Rim Olgor. Oh, it got pretty ugly. Here's what happened to Olgor. There's Rim Olgor trying to make a move down the inside, but clipped the curves way too aggressively, and another rollover. I think he almost collected Jeff Rohan there, and that will be another retirement from this race. And that's why Rim Olgor has retired. And then the last retirement we need to take a look here is actually Irene Nakamura, so we need to take a look into her. She has unfortunately retired for the second race in a row. Here's what happened to Nakamura. Another dive bomb down the inside, clip the curves way too aggressively, and another rollover. Oh! Another car out of the race, and another race in the dumps for Nakamura. So we're gonna go with a bit of an intermission here just to share us our thoughts of this race, the entire aero racing season in general. It's been a huge pleasure to cover these races. Obviously, we has our up and downs. We have had some times where we've had some, you know, fun times streaming races here, and I couldn't have it any other way. I mean, I want to reciprocate my passion for Hololive the way I would want to, the way everyone else wants to. Obviously, they deserve to be in the limelight for all the reasons. They are very talented individuals, these ladies, and obviously they have every reason to smile about. They have every reason to perform. They have every reason to show up in these live performances. And obviously, you know, whatever, it's all about representation. These guys, they race here they race here because they have their Oshis that they want to support, and all they wanted is to bring their Oshis' name up top, and that's what they want to see, no less. So anyways, before we finally close the stream for good, we just want to remind you all that we cannot show you the final standings in full because we need to process the standings in at the moment, because right now we can only show you the provisional champions here. Mohamed Shadin Reza wins the overall Formula Hololive Japan title, with Hofumi winning the postseason title. Whatever the case, it has been very much a pleasure for us to stream these Formula Hololive races from the start of March to today. I mean, like we mentioned, it's been a pleasure to stream here. Anyways, we're just going to put the names in. We're going to engrave the names of the champions. And that should be it. And so it will be it. That will be it for the season here. We're going to be introducing the trophies to the champions. So anyways, we're just going to need to settle this once and for all. The trophies will be awarded to all right here. So here are the trophies. Mohamed Shadin Reza is your Formula Hololive Japan champion, your 2023 overall champion. And Hofumi is your 2023 postseason champion. Congratulations to these two drivers for providing us with a lot of action, for being the best of the best in these championships. We look forward to seeing them again next season. And whatever the case is, let's end this thing on another high. I'm Mama Shizunreza in the commentary booth, and you've been watching the 2023 Formula Hololive Japan Series. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in 2024.